Hi YouTube, Unkert here. In this video, I'm going to discuss dictionaries in Python. So I've created a file called dictionaries.py, and let's create a dictionary and assign it to a variable ages_dict. And to create a dictionary, I'm going to use open and closing curly braces, and each item in the dictionary is going to have a key value pair. In this one, I'm going to use names as a key, and then as the values, I'll use the age, which is an integer. So I'll do, 4 or 5 of these. Basically, of my friends list, Joe has a mental age of 11. And we'll do Aaron here. He's 47. And Sarah is 49. And then my cat, I think he's about 7. We're not sure. Okay. So to access an item in the dictionary, we use the key. So let's say I want to print Tim's age is, and let's do an F string here. So we'll do an F string, and we'll do ages_dict, and then we'll pass in the key Tim. I'm using single quotes here, so the string doesn't get confused, and we'll say years old. Okay. And if I run this with Python 3 dictionaries.py, you'll see that it accesses the value, and that's where it prints out the 46 here from the dictionary. We can also check if items are in the dictionary. So we can do a print and say Tim, and then we can use in ages_dict, and that'll give us a Boolean true false. So let's do that, and we get true because the key Tim is in the dictionary. We can also do not in, so we could do Sean, which is in there. We could say not in ages_dict, and this should give us back a false. And we get back false as expected. We can add an item to the dictionary. So let's say we want to add an item. Let's say we want to add Clint, and we'll say equals 51. Okay. Now what we can do is we can print ages_dict. Okay. And if we do that, bring up the terminal here, we can see that Clint has been added to the dictionary. Okay, and we're getting a weak warning here. Might be nope. I just want to do some formatting here. What's the weak warning? Oh, it's saying this dictionary could be rewritten as a dictionary literal. Yeah. Okay, we can also loop through the items in the dictionary. So, for instance, if I go 4k in ages_dict dot keys, I can print the key. Okay, and let's just get rid of the warning because it's bothering me. We'll just go here and we'll add Clint. Okay, and you'll see the warning will go away now. Okay. All right, so let's now run this. Okay, and if we run this, it prints out each of the keys, as you can see here. Okay. We can also loop through the values. So I can say for v, and typically the convention is k and v for keys and values, in ages_dict dot values. You don't have to name that, of course, but we're going to print the value. Okay, and let's now run this, and we get all the values here in the dictionary. Now, sometimes we may want to access the keys and values. So to do that, we can do 4k comma v in ages. You could call it whatever you want. but K comma V is the convention. We'll do ages.dict.items, and let's use a format string. So we'll do print, and then the format string, and we'll do the key, and then a colon, and then the value. Okay, and if we run this, we'll get each of the values, the key value pairs. Okay, so that's pretty cool. We could check for a certain item in the values. So what we could do is we could print and then do something like 47 in ages underscore dict dot values. So we're checking for something in the values there. Okay, so if we do that, it's true. The age 47 is in there, but if we put an age that's not in there, let's say like 66, this should give us back false, which it does. Okay, so that's checking. We can use a get method to get the value, and if the value is not in the dictionary, we can give a message. So what we could do is we could do print ages underscore dict dot get, and then we would pass two arguments in. So first is the key that we want. So let's say Barbara. Let's say we're looking for a key Barbara. And if the key is not in there, we could say this is not a valid key or something along those lines. You could say whatever you want. You could, let's do an exclamation point. This is not a valid key. Okay, so let's run this now. And we should get the message, this is not a valid key, which we do. Okay, now if, on the other hand, we pass in a legitimate key, so let's pass in Clint here. Now if we run this, we get the value for the key Clint. Okay, so that's a way of getting a value when you're not sure a key is in the dictionary and you don't want to get an error. Okay, we can also get the length of a dictionary. Okay, so let's print. We'll say len and then ages underscore dict. And then let's add an item to the dictionary. So we'll say ages underscore dict. And the PyCharm will give me a warning. Let's say Sam we add, and we add the value of 12. Okay. And so we're adding a value. And now we're going to check out the length of the ages underscore dict. And okay, so we'll run this. And we get 7 and then 8. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. There's many other things we can do with a dictionary. So if we have an empty dictionary, so let's go up to the beginning here and we'll get rid of all this stuff. We can add stuff from a list. So let's say we wanted to add a bunch of house cat names and we wanted to give them the value of house cat. What I could do is I could say my cat list. And let's say I had a cat list. So I had Freddie, cat. I used to have a Specky. I used to have Rusty. I think we had Patches. We had a few others in there. And what I could do is I could create a cat dictionary here, and I could have an empty open and close curly braces. I could say from keys, and then I could pass in my cat list, and I could give it all of them the value of house cat. Okay. Now if I go to print my the cat dictionary, let's go ahead and do that. We get each value or each item in the dictionary the key has the value house cat. Okay, so that's how we could use from keys to quickly generate a dictionary from a list. We can take off items in the dictionary. So let's create the ages dict again, and I'll put a few ages in here. Okay, and let's do one more. Okay, and if I want to pop an item, I can give the key. So I can say my name equals ages underscore dict dot pop, and then I'll give the key of Tim, and now I'll print my name, and I'll print the ages underscore dict. Okay, so let's do this, and now if we do that, we get my name, which is set to the value for Tim, which is 46, and you'll see Tim has been removed from the dictionary. Okay. All right. We can also use pop item here. So what we could do is set a variable, say this is the last item. It'll pop the last item. So last item equals ages dict dot pop item, and then we don't put an argument with that, but let's print the last item, and then now let's print the ages dictionary here, and I'll show you what the last or pop item does. Okay, so it popped the last item off of the dictionary here, so Sarah was the last item. It popped that off and put that in a tuple, which we'll talk about in a subsequent video, and then now we have the dictionary without Sarah in there. Okay, so that was pop item. We can also clear a dictionary. So let's do ages dict.clear. And let's now print the ages dict. Okay. And if we do this, we'll see we've got an empty dictionary now because we cleared it. Okay. We can also, well, actually, let me show you something here. This is kind of interesting. So let's take the ages dictionary and we'll pick a key that's in there. So let's pick Aaron, and let's decide that Aaron has a mental age of 12, which is probably true. And what we'll do now is we'll print the ages. Actually, no, what we'll do is we'll say, let's set this to a variable. Let's call this variable Aaron. Okay, and now, sorry, bear with me one sec. We won't change it yet, but what we'll do is we'll now say Aaron equals 12. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to print the ages dict. Okay. All right. So if we run this, we get Aaron is the same. Okay. But if I do ages dict what am I trying to get here? If I say that ages equals ages dict, okay, and then this is what I'm getting at, and I say ages underscore dict, Aaron equals 12, and now I print out ages, okay, sorry, long way around there. I'm going to get that Aaron is 12 in ages. So it changes ages. Okay, we can get rid of this behavior by adding copy on the end. Okay, so now when I print out ages, we're going to get Aaron at 48. Okay, that's what I was getting at there. Sorry for the delay on that one. My brain went on a temporary holiday, and that's sometimes happens in these videos, and it's okay. Um, Please don't click away. All right. So, anyways, we also have more ages. Let's say I wanted to add another dictionary. So, more ages equals, and let's have Terry, and we'll say 78, and we'll have Sin, we'll say is 54. And let's say I wanted to add this dictionary to the ages dictionary. Well, I can do agesdict.update, okay, and then I can pass in this more ages dictionary, okay. And now when I print the ages dict, we'll have those items added. Okay, so now you can see at the end of this dictionary we have Terry and Sin is added to the dictionary. So that's update. I think that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you do, please give it a like, and thanks for watching.